Hey, what's up everyone? I am TopshelfTreats, I am part of the We Wear Pants gaming collective, and I am recording a Brewmaster Monk roleplay leveling series on the World of Warcraft. I'm completely new at roleplaying myself, and this is my attempt to crack into its weird and wonderful world and find out really just what makes it tick. And who knows, maybe I will become a full-time roleplayer myself. We will see. To top it all off, I will be following my monk and drinking beer at every opportunity. So, come join me in my attempts at learning to roleplay, PvPing, leveling, and really just having fun with a couple of beers in the science of roleplay. Hey everyone, how's it going? You find me today sat in the Stonefire Tavern, taking a little break from all that hard leveling, and taking a few cheeky glances at Gwenna Firebrew, my favourite barmaid in Ironforge. And I thought that since I am in Ironforge, it's probably a good opportunity and a good chance to update my TRP3 add-on. Now, I'm not saying that what I do now will be the final versions, but it's good to have a start, and it's good if people are going to interact with me, then I at least want to get off on the right foot and have something in here. So here we go, we open it up, and basically with this add-on, if you've got it and you click on someone else who has got it, then you see an additional info box when you talk to them or when you click on them, and it's got extra information about themselves and extra little bits about their character, so it gives a little bit more depth and gives people an idea on how to interact with you, as well as how they expect you to interact back. So it is really cool. I've experienced it a little bit, I'm not too great with it, but yeah, I'd like to kind of grow with it and see what happens. So first things first, Top Shelf is my name and title, but I can edit this. So is this a chance to, can I remove this L and just have Top Shelf? Fantastic, I like that. Title. I mean, I would love to go with maybe Brewer Top Shelf. I mean, it's not exactly your go-to title with your Mr., your Mrs., your Doctors, and your Brewers, but why not? Why not? It's my world, and I'll do what I want with it. Last name? Nah, one name. One name's cool. He's a cool guy, he's a cool brewer. Title. Now, I've just seen this, Leo with the Bottomless Tankard, and I quite like that. Now, I think as I play and as I develop, then this will change. I'm sure it will. But for now, maybe we can just go with the Bottomless Brewer. Why not? I'm kind of going a lot with the brewing aspect because, after all, I will be a brewmaster. The kind of go-to roleplay and the easy roleplay, as far as I'm concerned, for dwarves is to just be drunk and be a drunkard and be a nuisance, and I don't really like it. I feel it's a bit of a cop-out. That being said, I am going brewmaster, so I feel as if I can have a bit of a nod towards it, but yeah, don't need to go too far. Don't need to be drunk all the time and slurring my words or anything. I can hold it. I'm bottomless. And speaking of beers, I am today drinking a ale which is actually quite close to me, because I lived in a place called Lewisham and Blackheath, and that was really close to Greenwich. I used to go to Greenwich most weekends. It's all in London, and they've got a little brewery there, and they have a brewery, and it's the Meantime Brewery. So I am drinking today a London Pale Ale, but it's a Greenwich Meantime, and it's bloody beautiful, if I'm honest. So yeah, just thought I'd let you know. So here we go. Race, dwarf, class, monk. That's kind of how it is. Age? I don't really know. How old am I? Let's have a little look. Oh, C. Age C. How old do I look? I'm gonna go with a nice, steady 45. Experienced, but not too old. Eye colour, brune. Height, how high is a dwarf? Taller than your average dwarf. Bit like stone skin gargoyle cape. Or is it white in colour and longer than your average cloak or cape? So I will go taller than your average dwarf. Residence. Yeah. Body shape. Okay. That's fine. Now, what's this? Personality traits. Now this feels all quite D&D. Bon vivant. Aesthetic, bon vivant. Why not gentle and brutal? Superstitious, rational. I don't know. So let's ignore that for now. You have some unchanged. I'll save those. Righty-ho. Monk. About. So here we go. This is where we can write our own content. Now, I mentioned D&D, and I think with D&D it pays to have a very elaborate backstory, I guess, or well thought out backstory. With this, I'm thinking it probably doesn't, because not everyone will have one, unlike D&D, where people tend to think a lot more about them. So, being that this is a little bit more casual, I'm hoping for a little bit of roleplay, but I myself don't know how much there will be. I'm going to keep it kind of nice and simple. So, Top Shelf wants a stoic member, defender in the Alterac Legions? Legions? Yeah. I'll go. Top Shelf was once. Now, I would love to be a really great writer here, don't get me wrong, but what's going to come out is going to be quite rubbish. So I'm warning you that now. I'm going to have some more beer and we'll see what happens. Countless foes in the numerous battles for the valley. I'm also not a great typist, so that's coming into it as well. May cut this out, but we'll see. We'll see. Upon being granted the highest commendations, terrible typist, for his service, Top Shelf left the legions to return to his village in the mountains. Upon returning, I've already used upon quite a lot. After arriving back, he found his village in ruins, burnt by wandering packs of orcs. Now, I'm going to throw in the little bit that I am against the Horde, mainly because I feel that the original WoW was Horde versus Alliance. Yes, I know the Legions come in, this has all come in, frickin' starships arrived, Battlescarred Galactica, all of this, but my core is that it's Horde versus Alliance. So, and especially with the new expansion coming out with BFA, I feel that this ties in quite nicely. So we will go burnt packed by wandering orcs. blind with fury. Blimp with fury. Top Shelf took the laws of his land into his own hands and reigned and slaughtered every last member of the travelling pack. In his fury, he also attacked and killed younger members of his clan who were being held captive. Ooh. Heartbroken and ashamed of what he had done, in his rage, we'll go. What is it my old English teacher always used to tell me? Do everything in threes. So, shocked, heartbroken and ashamed of what he had done in his rage, Top Shelf fled the mountains. Fled the mountains. Fled the mountains. He fled the mountains. Top Shelf fled the mountains. To seek solitude and punishment for his actions. While seeking this, Top Shelf stumbled upon an ancient monastery. Here, over many years, Top Shelf came to terms with what had happened that night and learnt to accept and bear the burdens of his actions. Right, so we've got a nice little backstory, but why is he now going to rain hell, and I mean literal hell, on people in Warsong Gulch and Ultralight Valley? I cannot wait for an Ultralight Valley. What happened? Should we say the monastery got burnt? Yeah. Whilst out fetching water for the monks one day, Top Shelf smelt an all too familiar smell. Rushing back to the monastery, he found he was too late and could do nothing to stop the flames. The searing flames. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now, the last member, the last monk of his sect? Are they sects? The last monks of his monastery. He is fueled both by a sense of vengeance and calm, inner peace, inner calm. to exact his revenge. Sparked by an old foe. Here we go. He will rest at nothing to restore balance and bring the horde responsible for the unprovoked and savage attack to justice. Cool. Well, there we go. That's not too bad for a couple of minutes work, I don't think. Basically, was in the army, returned home, orcs had burnt it to the ground, slaughtered the orcs, killed a few members of his clan by accident, ran to seek solitude, became a member of a monastery, found it burnt to the ground, and now he's out to kill the orcs. Seems good, seems fair. Sweet. I'll save it. And there we go. Maybe I'll add a little bit more to it in terms of what he's like these days, but I think a little backstory is nice. Gwenna Firebrew looking great. And yeah. Now that's done, and I am officially known as Top Shelf, the bottomless brewer. Little jump of satisfaction, and here we go. We can go out into Ironforge. Now, I don't think Ironforge is the place for roleplay. I believe that is down in Stormwind, so I'm not too worried about staying in. Oh my word, look, it's a paladin and a poet. So if we check this, has he got... Yes, here we go. So this is a physical description of him. Now this is a lot more in depth with what I've got. So maybe I will add a physical description, something which people take into account before they interact with me. I've added a backstory, but that's it so far. I mean, here he's talking about his apparel. He's got a worn Librum hanging from his belt. Its pages, victim of a creative mind expressing itself. Oh my word, this guy's amazing! I'm going to walk up to him so as not to scare him. So despite the sparse lines upon his affable visage and hints of grey in his thick hair and beard, Chantbeard is a paladin in his prime. His exact age is difficult to gauge, but his angular countenance appears youthful enough. The dwarf's physique suggests he has endured much physical hardship and is stocky and bulky as a result, as presupposed by his heavy ceremonial plate mail armour. This guy's amazing. Long dark brown hair frames his youthful visage. A pair of low, bushy eyebrows surmount his gentle ocean blue eyes, separated by a bulbous nose. A well-groomed beard obscures the paladin's pronounced jawline and chin. Oh, getting a little hot under the collar. Collar. The dwarf's apparel is kept in a pristine condition, and the amount of maintenance that goes into its care is evident. Upon the set there are numerous ornamentation, primarily in the form of religious scrolls waxed upon the plate. Strapped to the cop of his left pauldron is a solid scroll case. Hanging by a chain from his belt is a worn Librum. Oh my word, I love him. So he's a paladin and a poet. He's got nothing else on there. Relationship? Can I be his brother? This guy's amazing. Wow. He is a bloody great guy. I'm going to give him a little nod. Yes. It's when I find that he's AFK. way dejected, I guess. Screw you guys, I'm running. I don't have a horse I can get on yet. I've just got to run. Hey! Woohoo! So, he has officially put my my TRP to shame. Brilliant. Great episode.